Hello, my name is Patrick Morris, Police Chief for the City of Henderson. On behalf of the men and women who protect the City of Henderson, I would like to thank you for your interest in becoming a police or corrections officer. There are 5 steps in the testing process to become a Henderson Police or Corrections Officer. After you've submitted your application, which is Step 1, completed Step 2 by filling out the PHQ or Personal History questionnaire on the National Testing Network website. Step 3, scored well on the online exam through the National Testing Network, you will be invited to participate in Step 4, the Physical Agility Test. The Physical Agility Test requires a high standard of physical fitness, sharp reflexes, and agility. If you have any questions about the process, I encourage you to visit our website at joinhpd.com. I wish you the best of luck on your pursuit of becoming a police or corrections officer.
Hi, I'm Kristen Mayer, HR Business Partner for the Henderson Police Department. The second step of the hiring process is the Physical Agility Test. The test is required for all candidates who have applied for both police and corrections officer positions. The test is required by Nevada Post, and the standards are set by the state of Nevada, not the City of Henderson Police Department. The Physical Agility Test is comprised of 6 events, and you must pass all of the events in order to pass the test. Generally, candidates are in groups of 25 to 35 and complete all of the events as a group. Please keep in mind that you will need to dress appropriately for the weather, rain, or shine. It's also extremely important to bring water with you and to hydrate throughout the testing process. Between each event, there are mandatory rest times.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Walt Dennison, and I will discuss the process of completing the Physical Agility Test. The test measures the physical fitness requirements necessary to begin your career in law enforcement. Candidates, before starting the Physical Agility Test, warm up and stretch. The vertical jump begins by the candidate standing with heels together and reaching upward as high as possible. Using a rocking or one-step approach, the candidate will jump as high as possible, reaching upward at the same time. Candidates must complete the vertical jump at a distance of at least 14 inches. The best of 3 trials will be used as the candidate's final score. Candidates will have at least 3 minutes rest after the vertical jump. The agility run is a measure of coordinated movement and speed. It is important for performing tasks requiring quick movements around obstacle courses. The candidate will start in the prone position to the left of the first cone, with the fingertips of his or her fingers behind the starting line. When the instructor says go, the candidate will stand up and sprint to the forward line, approximately 30 feet away. Place 1 foot over the line and sprint back to the start line. Candidates will then place 1 foot over the start line. The candidate makes a left-hand turn around the first cone and zigzags in a figure 8 fashion around the 4 cones and zigzags back to the start line. The candidate will turn left around the first cone and sprint to the forward line and back 1 more time. If the candidate knocks over a cone, misses a turn, or fails to touch the line when turning, the instructor will stop them and the candidate will return to the end of the line for a restart. The candidate will have 2 attempts for this event and must complete the run within 19.5 seconds. Candidates will have 10 minutes rest after the agility run. The sit-up begins while lying on your back with legs bent at the knees at a 90-degree angle, heels flat on the floor. Hands must remain behind the candidate's ears throughout the test. A partner will be there to hold the feet down firmly. The candidate shall raise his or her upper body in a roll-up motion to an upright position, allowing his or her elbows to touch the knees and then return to a lying position until the shoulder blades touch the ground. 1 repetition will be counted using this procedure. The neck must remain in a neutral position. No jerking is allowed. Candidates will have 1 minute to complete 30 sit-ups. Resting is allowable only in the up position. Candidates will have a 5-minute rest period after the sit-ups. The push-up begins when the candidate lowers the body by bending the elbows until the top of the upper arms, shoulders, and upper back are aligned and parallel to the ground. Return to the starting position by pushing up and soft locking the elbows. The candidates must keep their back straight at all times. 1 repetition will be counted using this procedure. Resting is allowable only in the up position. If any part of the candidate's body, other than the hands and feet, touch the mat, the candidate will fail this exam. There is no time limit, however, the candidate needs to complete 23 push-ups. Candidates will have a 10-minute rest period to recover after push-ups. The 300-meter run should be performed in running shoes and appropriate clothing. The test begins at the designated start line and concludes after the candidate crosses the designated finish line. The candidate must complete this run in 68 seconds or less. There is a 15-minute rest period after the 300-meter run. The 1.5-mile run walk should be performed in running shoes and appropriate clothing. The candidates may run or walk to complete this event. Candidates will call out their bib number at each checkpoint. The test begins at the designated start line and concludes after the candidate crosses the designated finish line. The candidate must complete the 1.5-mile run walk in 16 minutes and 57 seconds or less.